Hey there, what's up guys? In this video we'll see each example of different forms of Python. First of all, I have changed the name of the folder from one source to one basics. Make a new file, save it and name it b.py or py. So in one of the previous lectures we have seen the list of keywords. There are 35 keywords in Python. So in this example we'll see how to print those keywords. So there are two simple statements: import keyword. Now print keyword dot kw list, and don't worry here about import and this kw list and this keyword. We'll see all these in details in future videos. So save the file and going to command prompt and b.py, and yep, you can see there's a list of keywords. Okay, so new example for new concept. So as we see, Python is a scripting language, so we can write basically anything in Python without making any class or function. We can simply initialize a variable, we can declare a variable. Although in Python variable declaration is not allowed because it is dynamic typing. So in this we can initialize a variable. So let's suppose a equal to 2 and b equal to 3. Save it, running c.py. Nothing will print here because we haven't wrote any print statements. Okay. Instead of writing these in two separate lines, by the way, these are comments. Remember comments we learned in last lecture? So instead of writing these in two different lines, we can simply write a comma b equal to 2 comma 3. Okay, this is also valid. c.py, and look, no error is coming here. Okay, so it is absolutely valid. This is a feature of scripting language. Okay, so coming to next feature, d.py. All those features we have seen, that Python is scripting language, it is functional language, it is object-oriented language. We'll see it here. Okay, so we'll make here functional language. What is functional language? In functional language we define function. For example, C is a functional language. We write only functions there. Okay, so in function we have seen that we use def keyword to define a function, and we have seen the example of add. So I'm taking add here, and we are making add function of adding two variables. So we'll take two arguments here, then colon, because this will be a code block, and then print a plus b. Okay, so I've defined a function here. Okay, but remember, this is only function definition. It will not run until it is called. So I have to call it explicitly. So I'll write it here. Also one thing, that this function contains only one line. Okay, so our indentation will stop here. So add 2 comma 3. Let's run this example. d.py. Okay, 5. All right, this add method is running perfectly fine. Now our next example is object-oriented language. Okay, so object-oriented language. Object-oriented language contains classes. So how we make class? Class is a code block. So for making class, there is a keyword class, and let's name the class as student. We can use any identifier here. Def init Don't worry if you didn't get it here. This is called constructor. We'll see in when we study class. Self, name, age. Self dot name equal name. Okay, so this is our class. It contains a constructor. This is a constructor, but it in Python for making functions and constructor we use def keyword. And this underscore underscore init underscore underscore and a self parameterized. This is not method, instead this is a constructor. Now running this example, e.py, and look, we don't get any errors here, so the code is perfectly fine. Okay, so that's all for today. Thanks for watching.